最近我的老婆在英国受到了歧视 and she told me about this. So I want to talk about this in this video. So my wife was actually walking down the street in London and she saw a lady in a mobility scooter. Now, a mobility scooter is a type of battery-powered electric vehicle that old people like to use, and sometimes disabled people will use these scooters. They're allowed to go on the pavements, but you're not allowed to ride this kind of electric scooter on the road here. And my wife was just going along the road and this woman was coming and she tried to move to avoid her, but the lady was not happy. And then she said, "In this country, we walk on the left." Implying that you're not from this country, so you don't know. I know what to do. I represent the whole country. I'm going to tell you what to do. A very kind of proud and arrogant attitude. And my wife was really annoyed by this, being talked to that way. And she got into a disagreement with her. And in the end, it got a little bit nasty. And the lady said, "You." I know some people in the UK do have this really arrogant attitude towards foreigners, but actually it's really unnecessary. And sadly, it's often the older generation, older people that are more racist. Not always, but often. I think it's unfortunate that there are some people who are still thinking like this. If you come to the UK, whether as a student or a visitor, and you encounter this kind of racist behavior, then don't worry about it too much. I'll tell you what I said to my wife, okay? So number one, I'm sorry that you had to deal with this kind of behavior and this kind of attitude. It's a stupid attitude that only a minority of people have. And there are people like that in any country, of course. So remember that most people aren't like that. And it's not because of you, so don't take it personally. As long as most people that you meet are friendly, then you can pretty much ignore this, even though it's hard. Number two, it's their problem that they have this kind of attitude. So don't make somebody else's problem your problem. If you get angry and you argue with her, then you can make the situation worse for yourself and it will affect your mood more. And so don't give her that opportunity to control the way that you feel. And thirdly, I know some people would want to try and fight back and say, you know, that's racist, that's xenophobic. But normally, me personally, if somebody said something rude to me, I normally wouldn't do that. Because if somebody has a deep, ingrained opinion, you're not going to change it very quickly just by saying something. It might make you feel better, but you're not going to really change anything. You can maybe say something, you can say, that's a very xenophobic comment. That's a very racist comment. I don't accept that kind of comment. Don't even listen to her reply, just walk away. That's my personal opinion. Don't bother discussing it with her. And lastly, I understand that you might get upset and it's normal to feel that way when people say annoying things. It puts a downer on your day, but I hope you won't take it to heart. I hope that more Chinese people will come to the UK and learn to ignore stupid few, because 这个说法简直就是 stupid. I apologize on behalf of them for their ignorance and their small-mindedness. I can't believe we still have to deal with this attitude today, even in such a modern society. But what do you think? If this happened to you, what would you do? Would you fight back? Or is it a sign of weakness if you don't argue back? I'd be interested in what you think.